Today I have the Star Wars Black Series Ahsoka Clone Captain Rex. I did take him out of the packaging beforehand, but I still kept the box, so let's look at that first. You have some beautiful box art, very well done. Captain Rex looks phenomenal on this box. He is my favorite clone trooper of all time. The side art, the side profile looks really good. And yeah, it's it feels like a box worthy for the King of the Clones. Okay, so now let's get into the actual figure. First off, I want to say that let's just get this out there. If you are a Clone Wars fan or just a Captain Rex fan, this is a figure I highly recommend getting. He is really cool. I remember the original 3.75 inch Captain Rex figure that came out for the Clone Wars line when it was out and airing on Cartoon Network. And this is awesome to have what is essentially the same figure, just bigger. And they did a really good job. Like, it looks exactly like how he does from the Clone Wars. And the reason I said that it's from the Ahsoka show is because there is a scene in that show where she has a flashback and he does appear in his Phase 1 armor. So when they made this figure, he was a part of the figure lineup from the Ahsoka Season 1 show. But anyway, this figure is really cool. His helmet is removable, so you do get to see his face, which is nice. You can display him, if I could get his shoulders up and around, like how he is a lot of the times in the Clone Wars. And he'll stand and have his helmet like this. I'm actually gonna probably display him exactly like this. I really like the way he looks here. You just do have to keep in mind that you're gonna have to put the visor down just a little bit because it'll get squished underneath his underarms. But another thing I actually really like about this figure too, I'm gonna move his helmet away. Well, you know what? Actually, first let's talk about his helmet. His helmet, the detail, very cool, very awesome. I remember I had the Clone Wars Captain Rex helmet, the wearable one, and I gotta say this actually looks exactly like that one, just downsized. So it's really cool to hold it in hand and see all the detail that they put into just the helmet alone. The rangefinder does come down. I can't remember how many times he actually used it going down. I think there was like one season and one episode where he did use it. A lot of the times I think it was just more for show. But the figure is really cool because I don't know if you've noticed or if you can see this, but a lot of his armor pieces are removable. And I don't mean removable like they can actually come off. Don't take them off. You'll actually break them if you try to take them off. But they look and feel like they could be removed. Like it's not one solid figure. The elbow pads are loose. They're not one solid mold to the figure. I mean, they're a little stuck because they are a little tight, but it's the same thing on both sides. His pauldron is floppy. I remember that on mine, how the pauldron was separate from the figure, so it was always falling off. I always ended up removing it. His torso armor or body armor, this is not a solid piece. This is a separate piece from whatever molded torso he has. Same thing with the knee pads. The knee pads are loose, and when you get him into a knee pose, you do see how they are not fully molded onto the figure, which I actually really like. Now, I know some people probably would prefer it, especially if they're gonna have him in poses, with him just being one solid mode. I actually don't mind this. I think it's actually kind of cool that they did that. Because it almost feels like the actual, like, I guess you could say, the person actually playing him, like what the costume would be like. I think it's kind of cool. But he is very well put together. He doesn't feel he feels sturdy. He feels fine. These pieces, all the pieces that I talked about that do that aren't a part of the actual figure's body per se, do feel sturdy and fine. The shoulder pads do come up a little bit. I don't know if they are on any kind of joint, so just be careful. I would say with the shoulder pads, these feel the most fragile out of everything on him. He does come with his 2 Notorious signature blasters. And they do tab in to his hand. I don't like putting the thumb through because I'm always afraid of it breaking. But he does come with them. Let's see. There we go. Let's get in there. There you go. And you can have him like how he was in the actual show, which is pretty cool. So yeah, this is the Phase 1 Captain Rex from the Ahsoka TV show, the Star Wars The Black Series line. And he is a really cool figure. I would highly recommend getting him. He is my favorite clone trooper of all time, and I really like the way that they did this figure. I think I picked him up at Target. I've seen him on Big Bad Toy Store as well. And he's a fairly common figure to get, so he's pretty cool. I definitely think he's worth a pickup if you're a Clone Trooper fan. And I love Clone Troopers. They are probably my favorite like characters in all of science fiction or fiction media in general. And this figure is phenomenal. Hasbro did a really good job with this. And I definitely think he's worth a pickup. So yeah, that's about it for him. As always, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.